and welcome. I'm Victor, and I live in LA, California. I'm a conservative and a recovering alcoholic with 6 years of sobriety. I'm clean and sober now, and I live a healthy lifestyle. I upload popular news clips, and I'm working on being less biased towards Democrats, but sometimes I find it extremely difficult to do because I disagree virtually with everything from the Democratic Party. I think Democrats often are very confused when they watch my videos because I am pro-Republican, obviously, so I think it must feel really weird for them. So I conducted my first street interviews on the 10,000 Dodger protesters in Los Angeles, which began after the Dodgers reinvited a LGBT group that infuriates Christians. First, under a barrage of criticism from Catholics, the team rescinded an invitation to a satirical LGBT group called the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, being honored at Pride Night. 1 week later, after the backlash from LGBTQ people, the Dodgers reversed course, then re-invited the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence to be honored for its charity at Pride Night, and the Dodgers apologized to the LGBTQ people. The first interview I conducted was with a Hispanic gentleman who is in his 30s. He had a lot to say, and a lot to say, shockingly, about Donald Trump. The gentleman you're about to see and I discussed the mass exodus of California's exit of over 500,000 people to conservative states. The individual I spoke to was extremely well informed, trying to process as much information as best as he could, but I think he got it all together. Take a look. What's your name, man?
Gerardo.
Yeah, so you said Trump was like a little bit...
at first, but then it's like, I looked at him. Social media just brainwashes you, and
Everybody's telling you he's a piece of he's a racist, he's
but
this.
After, he's been since he was
right about a lot of things.
Yeah, he's taking pictures with black people, Spanish, all different types of race, and I never thought about that. And
you never voted before, though, right?
No, but I never voted. But I mean,
how old are you, man?
I'm 33. So it's like, I don't know. To me, a vote, people are gonna say, "Oh, it really counts," but then at the end of the day, I don't think it does.
But it does count, right?
Well, I mean, even if it does, but the system's rigged, so.
Well, look, think about it like this. Where do you live?
Right here.
Yeah, but what is this? Los Angeles,
yeah,
right?
That's LA.
So just think about it like this. California is one of the most blue, or in other words, Democrat states in the country.
I really don't know how big of a Democrat or Republic this place is, but.
So what do you think about Biden?
Biden?
He's publicly falling down a lot. He's like, kind of like always like kind of smelling kids, touching kids.
I seen those.
Like really weird stuff for the president of the United States.
They want to indict Donald Trump, but they want to indict him for all the things he's been doing.
Oh, so you're informed.
So I'm already known, like.
You know what's up.
I already have my own crowd, so everybody talks about it. We always go against, but I mean, they want to indict Donald Trump, but look at this guy over here.
So what are we looking at, though?
It's just.
But like, what do you know that Biden did?
What do I know what Biden did? I mean,
yeah, because we're talking about indicting. So what would they invite? Biden for?
His son was involved with all that.
Exactly.
Stuff,
yeah.
And
Hunter Biden.
Well, yeah, his son.
He's a crack smoker, pedophile.
It's. I don't know, maybe, and then all the rest of the family is the same thing. So it's like
creepy, right?
Yeah, it's creepy, but hey, man, this.
So basically, you think that your vote doesn't matter because we got this guy that has, a lot of power. He's the president of the United States.
Yeah, but he's not doing nothing.
Right, and at the same time, he has, like you said, a son that's like in cocaine addiction, crack addiction. But basically, you're saying my vote doesn't matter because we got this guy in the office, right? Like the system is rigged. Like, how can somebody like that run the country? You know something is up.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, everything.
That's what you mean, though, right?
I mean, yeah, I got a lot more stuff, but it doesn't come to mind, you know. But
yeah,
I mean, it's just
like basically, why can't we just get like a normal person, like, you know, that cares about the people, right?
I don't know. I mean, we had a black president, like, you know, that was the first time. I don't know a lot of things that happened with him. I mean, you've seen how when Obama was president, Biden was there as a vice president. So. I mean, I'm not into that stuff, but
it sounds like you really know what's up.
I acknowledge everything, but I really don't pay attention.
In a perfect world, like, how would you want things?
Oh, things would be, you know, everybody, you know, like, freedom. Want more freedom, less taxes. Just, I really don't know, you know, like, I'm not really into it, but I'm always talking about it.
Just safety, peace, about family.
Everything is federal, you know. I mean, and then after this, I don't know what's going on with this country, but LPG. And like, you know, I have family that's like that, but it's like, what's going on? Like,
well, that was the reason why I talked to you. Mm-hmm. As you know, well, maybe you don't know, the Dodgers, they have a breaking news story where, like you said, the LGBT.
The nuns, right?
Yeah, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. And the Dodgers are supporting them and making them the face of all Dodgers. That's why LA had the biggest historic protest just 2 days ago. Like over 10,000 people saying, we don't need to be forced that. What do you think about that?
Forced to be someone we don't want to be, or
like Christians want to enjoy a baseball game. They don't want to be forced
to see that or be around that. I mean, I don't know. It's already going down. They already got LGBT in it, so now it's all in schools, and now it's okay. You see it. Some people support it. I go to YMCA. They support it. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong, but it just. I don't know what's going on with the system that is just corrupt.
But at the end of the day, you do know that it's not okay, right?
No,
it's not okay.
I mean, it's not okay for them to be teaching stuff like that at school.
And you're talking about those pornographic gay books, right?
Yeah, I'm talking.
Exactly.
I've seen those.
And then, you know, they try to say that, like, we're crazy, like we're banning books. No, we're trying to protect children.
Didn't they just fire somebody, a superintendent from the school or something like that?
I'm trying to think, but
I don't know. They fired somebody from I don't know if he was in charge of book distribution. I don't know what it was, but
are we talking about California?
Yeah.
Well, I know in Culver City there's and all over LA,
City,
there's a bunch of committees and parents speaking, saying that, like, you know, just because you say you're trans, that doesn't mean, you know, you could get naked in front of, like, teenage girls in locker rooms.
Yeah, that's not acceptable.
Like, you're a man.
Yeah.
But just because you say you're a woman and you're gonna undress in front of teenage girls.
Where is the respect for LGBT?
And where's the respect for parents? Right?
For the parents.
Yeah, for the parents.
For the parents.
Where's the respect from the LGBT community towards the parents and people like us who want to protect children? And also the trans, like, you know, this is kind of crazy, right?
I mean, if it was okay for Biden to do all that stuff, everything's gonna come out. It just, I can't say one thing or another, but it's just, that's how I see it.
But like, basically, at the end of the day, you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
And we should not be able to put up with that crap. And it needs to stop.
Okay, yes.
Exactly.
All of that situation around everybody, the world, schools, people, Dodgers, everything, I think.
Like basically,
there should be more control. It's okay for them to be who they are. There's nothing wrong, but I think there should be more control for them about what is good for schools, what can kids do, the hormone things for kids. I don't know, it's just too much. That's why it's like, I know everything, but then to me it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, they're not gonna be here for me.
Hey, you know what I can say? I could say your vote does matter, and when the election comes, keep watching the news, keep being informed, because you're really smart. Your vote matters, and when the election comes, vote for who you want to vote for. Don't care what people tell you to think. You know what I mean?
But is it gonna be worth that?
It is, and you're gonna feel proud. And 50 years later, you're gonna say, "I voted for that guy," or "I voted for that woman." It is going to matter. because you're making a difference. That little one, they want you to feel like this. They want you to stay quiet. Why do you think I'm out here talking to you?
Okay.
Because my voice matters, your voice matters. What we're doing is making a difference, you know?
Yes. Letting people know what's right and what's wrong.
So, hey, nice talking to you.
Yeah.
And I hope you have
YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What is
it? Victor Gold Star.
Victor Gold Star?
Yeah.
All right, I'll check you out, man. Thank you.
Take care, man. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that interview. And if you have comments, go ahead and share your comments. I want to encourage both Democrats and Republicans to express your views. Don't worry about using profanity or curse words. Just let it rip, and I will approve your comment. So don't be afraid, because I believe in the First Amendment and your right to free speech. Okay, so in closing, Trump and Ron DeSantis informed the public people leaving California. Seattle Times reports on February, California's population dropped by 500,000 in 2 years as exodus continues. And it has shown no sign of stopping as the state's population continues to drop. People between April 2020 and July 2022, with the number of residents leaving surpassing those moving in by nearly 700,000, the population decrease was second only to New York, which lost about 15,000 more people than California, census data show. And Tucker Carlson warned about LA Mayor Karen Bass becoming vice president of Joe Biden's administration. In a report 3 years ago, Tucker Carlson says Karen Bass is an extremist liberal Democrat who supported Fidel Castro until the day of his death. So, do you live in California? And what state or city are you from? Do you like your mayor? I encourage you to watch my videos on my YouTube channel. I have interviews with President Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, Melania Trump. All right, this is Victor Goldstar. Stay sane in an insane world.